Hawks confirming they're looking into claims made by the suspended public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane against several ANC MPs. The Hawks head, General Godfrey Lebeya, giving an update today on matters they've been dealing with in the last 3 months, also tackling the issue of low conviction rates so far from cases arising out of the state capture inquiry. Our reporter, Ziniko Mhlaba, was there for you. Ziniko, good afternoon to you. Firstly, we've seen the claims made by Busisiwe Mkhwebane. We saw the press conference, the audio recordings. We know that Tina Jamet Peterson, against whom some of the claims have been made, has passed away. The other ANC MPs have denied it. I think I've got the story in my head.
Yes, I do.
What do the Hawks say?
So the Hawks today finally confirmed that they are dealing with the matter. They've been approached to look into this matter. So they're definitely working on this case. So that's the first thing they confirmed regarding to these Mkhwebane claims. But when they were probed about the credibility of the information at their disposal, they said they can't really confirm. They can't give us more insights on whether how credible the information is. But they said, according to their own systems and their own working method, they look at the information at their disposal and do all the necessary background check before they actually embark on taking the case on. So the Hawks are already on the matter. We'll just have to wait and see how far they take it and what comes out of it. But from what we heard, they are working on the story definitely.
Could be a long investigation. I mean, to try and look at the veracity of recordings can take a long time. State capture. I mean, we all saw the testimony. We all saw the findings. Some of us read them. Most of us just listened to them. What's happening with the investigations?
So there's always been criticism against the Hawks in terms of their low conviction rate. So the Hawks defended themselves today, saying actually, if you were to look at the success rate, we have about 100% success rate because we've dealt successfully with the 2 matters. We've taken those matters to court, and both of those matters have led to conviction. So as far as they're concerned, they are very successful in terms of that issue. However, they also mentioned that they have about 2,000 statements and 2,000 charges against individuals and against properties, because they also alluded that we're not just dealing with individuals, as in Stephen Grootes, but in some cases we have to take on properties. So he went on to explain all those things, but as far as they're concerned, they're saying they are happy with their performance. They are definitely working with the NPA. Also mentioned the fact that they had actually started prosecuting people even before, investigating people even before the commission concluded, saying that they've had to hand over some of the cases they've been working with over to the NPA, and they're saying that they're working very well together. So as far as they're concerned, they don't understand where the criticism is coming from, because as far as their success rate is concerned, they're very much comfortable with it.
State capture was complicated, but compared to Eskom, it looks almost simple. We have the situation where we've had the investigation done by a private organisation run by the former National Police Commissioner George Fivers. That was paid for by a business organisation. Where's that report now? And we all know about the claims that corruption is responsible for load shedding.
So the report now is with the Hawks and the SAPS, as the Deputy Police Minister had confirmed in Parliament when he was appearing in Parliament. So the Hawks also confirmed that they do have access to that report now, which is with them. And the Hawks had also confirmed that they are dealing with 2 matters in regards to the claims made by Dorita, the former Group CEO of Eskom. One is an issue that deals exactly with the complaints and issues which were raised by Dorita himself. The second issue is an issue that was raised, or a complaint that's coming from the member of the public, but also when we probe them about how factual is the information that they have at their disposal, how credible is it, how strong is the argument, how strong are the arguments. He then said, well, if people are able to come to us with that information, that means they have faith in the information they have. So we're definitely working with that information, but they're saying that they are making very serious headways in those 2 matters as well.
There are so many burning issues for the Hawks at the moment. One of them, of course, is Palapala. We've seen the investigations into that. We've seen the comments by SARS that the President is tax compliant with regard to Palapala. Where is that with the Hawks? Are they making any movement at all? It seems no one says anything about it.
The Palapala matter is one of the most important matters we also probe the Hawks on. But as far as movement, as you are asking, for me, it sounded as if it's more statements than actual convictions, or saying, okay, fine, we've got 5 people we've taken to court, or 5 people we've handed over to the NPA to prosecute. But they just gave us a sense that they've got more statements than the actual investigations, or actually handing over the cases to the NPA. But they're saying they're also very comfortable with what they're doing. They're talking to more people now. They've got more statements. So they were not really specific in terms of how far exactly are those cases which were derived from the statements they've collected from individuals involved or implicated in that matter.
Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much indeed. Our reporter, of course, with the Hawks today. Well, in a moment.